Hi, I'm Maggie. I'm a psychiatrist and I specialize in sleep. Today, I'm revealing the best sleep tracker ever. Is it a Fitbit? Is it an Oura Ring? Is it an Apple Watch? Well, I have reviewed the best sleep trackers out there and made a point system to grade them. So you won't have to scroll to the end. I will tell you that in my mind, the winner is a simple sleep diary. Watch this video to find out why and how the other competitors are ranking. The reasons for someone using or needing a sleep tracker can be really individual. But I hope this review will help you find the best sleep tracker for you. Okay, let's look at the point system I made up. Well, it's actually a star system. I'm giving out stars in 4 different categories. 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. First category is precision. How well does the tracker track our sleep? Many of these trackers show time spent in different sleep stages, so I will see how they do in that. But spoilers, honestly, I feel that sleep trackers are not meant for sleep staging. The best way to stage your sleep is an EEG. Yes, breathing and heart rate can be used to help score the sleep stages, but it won't be that accurate. For most people, the metrics that actually count are how much time they slept and did they wake up very often during the night. So I will try to base the precision category on this. And if the tracker does good on sleep staging, then I will also take that into account. Category number 2 is ease of use. How easy it is to use this tracker, take it with you on trips, review your sleep, battery life, stuff like that. The third category is price. Well, this is pretty self-explanatory. How much does this tracker cost? And the fourth and final category, psychological impact. How does it rank in the possibility of affecting our sleep negatively? And this is mainly due to the tracker's psychological impact. I added this category because in my line of work, I see this as one of the biggest influencers of our sleep. I'll talk about it more when discussing different trackers. First, let's talk about the sleep diary. Usually, the sleep diary is used as a printable version that you can fill out yourself. But I have also made an online version that you can download. Fill it out online in maybe Google Drive, or you can also print it out. I have linked the sleep diary below, so be sure to check it out. Okay, the first category, precision. So, the sleep diary doesn't have any information on our sleep stages, obviously. But in my experience, it has all the important information that we need. A sleep diary is filled out in the morning. You estimate the time you went to bed, the time you fell asleep, how many times you woke up during the night, and did you get out of the bed during the night? What time did you wake up and what time did you actually get out of bed? It's important to distinguish the time you spent in bed with the actual time of sleeping. So in this regard, a sleep diary is quite precise. Yes, you might not remember everything down to the very last minute, but that is not important. So taking everything into account, I'm going to give the sleep diary 3 points. Stars. 3 stars. Ease of use. If you use a physical sleep diary, you have printed it out, then it's really easy to keep it beside your bed and fill it out first thing in the morning. It's also easy to bring on a trip, it doesn't run out of batteries, and it's easy to share with your doctor or any other specialist that needs to see the information on your sleep. The sleep diary is universal, so everyone understands it. If you are using an online version of the sleep diary, then you will be needing a phone or computer to use it. So all in all, I would say 4.5 stars. Next up is price. $0. It's free. So 5 stars. And the last category, psychological impact. As I said in the beginning, sleep trackers can have a negative psychological effect. And this is something I see a lot of in my line of work. The higher the potential negative effect a tracker has, the less stars I will give it. Now, any means of tracking our sleep might affect it negatively. So because of this, I think that none of the trackers can get 5 stars in this category. As for the sleep diary specifically, you don't really need to use it every day of the year. When you have a sleep diary or something changes in your life, you should use the sleep diary about 2 weeks at a time to get the best overview and see what can be changed. You won't need to use it any longer, it has served its purpose. And because of this, the sleep diary gets 4 stars. The next competitors are Apple Watch, Fitbit, Samsung Galaxy, Garmin Watch, all the watches. So I decided to put all the smartwatches into the same category. Yes, they are quite different, but as every watch type has so many different versions, I feel like it's best to put them into the same competitor. Precision. Okay, so all the watches estimate how many hours you slept. But some of them also measure your heart rate, your respiration rate, snoring, blood oxygen levels, sleep stages, and so on. There's no way a smartwatch can tell exactly what sleep stage you're in, but they are getting more and more precise every year. The problem with some of these watches is that sometimes they don't differentiate if you are lying down or if you're lying down and sleeping. But hopefully this will also get better in the years to come. The score here will be 4. I mean, some of them will do a little bit better, but some of them a little bit worse. Next category, ease of use. Well, all of the watches are quite easy to carry around with you. I have a Fitbit Versa 3. I really enjoy it and I wear it 24/7. The watches have a screen. Well, most of them do. So you can get an overview of sleep straight from the watch. They also have an app, a free app with some premium options. But usually the basic things are free. Now, the battery life, it depends on the model, but usually they last from a few days to a few weeks. Mine lasts a little bit less than a week, I think. Now, you can get a small overview of a sleep straight from the watch, but in order to see more detailed information, you have to use your phone. I mean, most of us have a phone, but it kind of adds an extra gadget that you need. Overall score here would be a 4. Now, price. Most of them fall between the range of $100 to $400. Of course, there are cheaper options and pricier options available. Usually, the more tricks it can do, the higher the price. Overall, the score here will be a 3.5, depending on the watch and the paid options on the app. And last, the psychological impact. The smartwatches are meant for so much more than sleep tracking, so they will have a lot of notifications and data that might affect you negatively. But when talking only about sleep, let's compare the smartwatches with a sleep diary. If you have a smartwatch, you are more likely to use it daily and compare your sleep efficiency scores. Too much information can make us anxious. I'm guilty of it too. When I see that I didn't get a good night's sleep, I will feel more tired and moody. So the potential of affecting us negatively is quite big, or at least bigger than with the sleep diary. The score here will be 3 stars. Next up, the Oura Ring. It is said to be more comfortable than a watch, but it's important to get the best size for your finger. Precision. Overall, it's quite reliable in measuring your sleep. As with any wearable, the sleep staging won't be that precise, but the more important aspects are there. Although there have been instances when the ring hasn't been able to differentiate between a person lying down, just lying down watching the TV, versus them lying down and sleeping. The upper hand that the ring has is that it measures your body temperature, which you might not need daily, but it's a nice extra thing to have. So, overall score of 4 stars. Ease of use. A ring is less likely to disturb your sleep when compared to a watch, so that's a plus, as long as you get the best fit for your finger. Now, if you need any information about your sleep, you need to use a phone. And as with the smartwatches, the ring also needs to be charged. I will give the ring a 3.5 score, because it's dependent on the app to actually access the data. Price. Well, it's currently around $300. Plus, you will need a subscription to the app, which is about $6 per month. I'm not a big fan of anything that needs a subscription to actually work. The smartwatches are better in this because they offer free options of the app. And then they have premium options as well. So this is going to be a 2-star rating from me. Psychological impact. The negative impact is slightly less lower than with a smartwatch, because it doesn't have a screen and you don't see your stats all the time. You first need to get your phone, open the app, sync the data, and then you will see all the information. It's good to have a few steps there. So overall, 3 points. And our last competitor is the Whoop strap. Whoop whoop! Now, this is basically a simple strap without a screen. Precision. The Whoop strap measures a lot of things about your sleep. All the basic stuff, but also your sleep stages, sleep efficiency, heart rate, respiration rate, and so on. It is said to be quite accurate, but still a wearable device cannot measure your sleep stages that correctly. You need to evaluate the brain waves in order to tell what sleep stage a person is in. But still, I will give it a good 4.5 stars. Ease of use. The strap itself is quite comfortable, but this of course depends on the person. To access the data, you need to use the app on your phone. As it tracks so many things, the information can get a little bit too much. But they also have a more simplified overview, so that's good. Now, as with any wearable, the use of batteries and your phone to access the data kind of lowers its ease of use. Plus, if you need to share your sleep data with someone, it might get a little bit tricky. Overall, 3.5 stars. Price. Now, the Whoop strap is one of a kind when it comes to pricing. It is based on a membership program. The prices are around $30 a month to $300 per year. You get the tracker itself for free, but there's a 12-month minimum membership time. I don't find it very good to use such a membership, because when you stop paying, you are just left with the strap and no app. Just a strap, no app. Strap, no app. At least for the other apps I have talked about, they have free versions of the app available, but not in the case of the Whoop strap. And thus, the Whoop gets a 2-star rating for pricing. Psychological impact. The good here is that it doesn't have a screen. It doesn't have notifications or connection to your phone or messages. So you just wear it and look at the information when you need it. So hopefully no aimless scrolling. On the other hand, the app has so much information that it can make your head spin. And if you've already bought the Whoop strap, then it's no point of just letting it be there and not uploading the data and checking it. So overall, 3 points. Okay, let's see the overall scores. Well, as I said before, it really depends on why you need to track your sleep. But in my experience, the best one is a simple sleep diary. And using it for just 2 weeks is totally enough. There is no need to buy a fancy tracker just for your sleep. Ask yourself, why is it that you would need to track your sleep that often? And are there any other alternatives? Perhaps a sleep diary? Or if you suspect that you might have a sleep disorder, then it's best to consult a specialist. If you already have a tracker and use it for your daily activities, then sure, you can keep on using it. But just remember to take the information on sleep with a grain of salt. That's at least how I try to use my smartwatch. No one's perfect. If you enjoyed this video, check out a video I made where I explain why sleep is so darn good for us. Links up there and down there and everywhere. Well, I hope you have a good night and sleep tight.